Hello and welcome to Magical Marker, a game of Dungeons and Dragons and drawings. We're a bunch of cartoonists and illustrators who won't just be playing the game, but will also be doodling what happens along the way. It's a PG-13 story of tweens and teens on their first big adventure, all on their own. And we're going to start by introducing our cast. So tell me yourself, your character's name, your age, and your class. Let's start with Priscilla.
I'm Priscilla, and I will be playing Isburiel, who is a half-elf bard, 17 years old.
And Boya.
Hello, I am Boya. I will be playing a bugbear warlock whose name is Bug, and he's 12 years old.
And Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'll be playing Zip. She is a drow fighter, and she's 16 years old.
Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing a Water Ganassi cleric who is 15 years old and worships the storm god Sunda.
And also waters him, helps him grow with some water, like a flower.
Little nutrients, a little lightning.
Just as a treat, though.
Yeah.
A little treat.
Lightning's good for the soil. And I'm your Dungeon Mancer, Brian, and I'm currently running the party's NPC companion Sutran, a magically animated severed hand of a spellcaster from decades ago, who is searching for her other hand so she can magic herself back a body. And I'm also playing a group of Islander teens who have ditched their home for adventure with the group: the lumberjack Wanti Dresden Lumber Splitter, the far traveler dwarf Yarva Goldfoot, and the hunter-gatherer Tabaxi Proc. You four teenage apprentices have been teleported to the tropical island of Sleeping Fire, where you found new pals and perils. Recently, you left the drow settlement of New Firestone in search of the Wood Witch, who left sweets and treats in the jungle. Despite all others who have gone to find her, never returned, you decided you should go anyways. But you met up with Sister Sweettooth outside of her gingerbread cottage and found her to be an awkward but not outwardly aggressive tabaxi. She is not gifted like the party, not able to level up or heal from her rest. She does magic the old way, with sacrifice. Bug was eager to take advantage of her powers, but hesitant to give her the necessary blood for her syringe. Gifted blood is more powerful and grows back faster than mere mortal's blood, but Bug compromised and offered a lock of his hair for a scrying spell. It was part of him, so it should still work. So Sister Sweettooth whipped up a gelatinous dessert that allowed you all to spy on the Titan Chimera that their mentors had trapped in its crystalline crown. It lay sleeping, nestled in a cloud above the northern polar regions of the planet of Haelon. Sharp-eyed Zip noticed that the witch had saved some of Bug's hair, and when confronted, Sweettooth admitted that she kept it, but only so she could study it and try to unlock the secrets of the gifted. Could she become gifted herself and not have to rely on the old ways? Impressed with her success and less on edge about her possible treachery, Bug and Swell shaved off a bowl full of their hair so that Sister Sweettooth was a good tongue twister. Sister Sweettooth's magic could answer the question, how did such a creature come into being? The chimera, that is. It took many hours for the magic recipe to be completed, and as the sun set in the jungle, the party saw another dessert-delivered vision. This time they saw an orange-haired elf in a dark room lit by a forge. I have a piece of artwork I'm going to drop in here. I drew in the meantime.
It shows up.
I've actually put it in the file, so hopefully that makes it part of the directory that you have. So hopefully it's more likely to show up. So I'll go on describing this here. This time they saw an orange-haired elf in a dark room lit by a forge, handing a purple crystal fragment to a person made of many strange sewn-together body parts. In the room was a huge egg and a severed squid-like arm. These three objects are likely the remnants of the three titans your mentors defeated many years ago: the gem from the crystalline monster, the bramble jewel; the egg, the reincarnated phoenix, the pyre of the skies; and the arm from the kraken, the many-armed annihilator. This is where we will pick up today, but after a quick addendum. I made a mistake last session where Swell did a detect magic on the area. I missed out on one thing that was also magical. Sister Sweettooth's appearance was affected by an illusion or a glamour. We're not going to rewind time, but I'm going to make it canon that Swell noticed this, but didn't think it was something to act on right away for whatever reason you decide. So that way we can keep all the stuff we did last week.
Okay.
So It's
So
sunset.
would I noticed that before I gave her my hair? Because I'm really worried that this is actually a hag and she's going to do bad stuff.
We can address that this week.
Okay.
She did something good with it this week or last
Yeah, that's
time.
true.
So whether how you want to move forward with it, we'll see. You can talk about, the glamour if you want, or do something about it. So it's sunset. You're seeing the silent vision of the two collaborators, and the image fades from view. Sister Sweet Tooth says, "Eat the jelly. The vision will stick in your minds better." And she grabs a paw full of gelatin and starts swallowing it.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
yeah.
I could definitely jump in and start eating
Okay.
right away.
Yeah, I'll eat some jelly too.
Wait, but what question do we ask? Sorry, what question do we ask to get that image?
How did the chimera come into being? I'm paraphrasing that, but basically, how was the chimera made, or who made it? One or the other.
And we think it was, what was his name? I know his name. It was like, I wrote it
Was
down.
he related to the bone flute person? Or no?
There were two people. One of which there was a racist redhead, and then there was another redhead person that was getting around the law master.
The orange-haired elf guy who was called Earthwalian, and also it was called something else in the first time we heard about them.
Yeah.
Dunk.
So that was definitely a redheaded elf person we just saw, right?
Orange.
Orange.
Certainly, it's very orange rather than, like a traditional auburn or a, fire engine red. I guess we don't have fire engines here. Tomato red. Ripe tomato red.
Okay.
Ancient red dragon red.
Oh no. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll grab a little bit of the jelly, and as she's eating it, I'll eat some as well. But I'll kind of just look at her out the side of my, now that I know that she doesn't look the way she actually looks.
Seeing as how everyone else is already eating the jelly, Isberto will abstain.
What's his name? The Wanty you're with, Dresdick, he totally is like, oh, okay, cool. And Yarva considers it and then is like, this might be useful, and has a bit. And Proc is like, I'm full from the cake earlier. So you've got one who dove in, one who was hesitant but did it, and one who just didn't do it.
Yeah, okay. I feel like if I knew that she didn't look like the way she looks, then I might not have given her my hair now. No, okay.
Well,
so you said it's getting dark?
Yeah. The sky is turning purple hues. The stars are up and out on one side of the sky, and the other side is that nice rainbow colors.
The swell's not that bright. Maybe it just took him this long to realize that that's what
Could be.
that light looked like.
Yeah.
He was like, funny, but I don't know why.
I'm not intelligent, but I am wise.
Yeah.
Well,
so you got there eventually.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a second. Okay, so I think I did a ritual spell last time, which was to...
Detect magic.
Yeah.
Thing. That's how you found out about it.
Did I do detect poison and disease?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm sorry that it slipped my mind. There were a lot of things to say that were magical.
Yeah.
And you have not come to harm from the decision that you made.
Okay.
But she used up all the hair to the vision, right?
she still has a little bit of your original hair that you know that she does from the first thing, but because the whole group, like not just the four of you, but also the NPCs were keeping a close eye on her during the other stuff, you're all, like, none of you think that she took any more hair. So all of your passive perceptions, you know, keeping an eye on it, being suspicious, indicated anything untoward's happening with that second batch.
Okay.
How long have we been here?
You arrived, I think, around lunchtime.
And now it's getting dark. Okay. And she still looks the way she looks? Like...
Yep.
Okay. So that
Dropped
makes
in
me
a
wonder...
the image earlier of what from the pre-drawn image from last session. So feel free to discuss what you saw, or talk with the hag, or have an aside.
Are we... Yeah, okay. I guess it's too late to go back now. It's getting dark.
Have you encountered an orange-haired elf like we saw in the... Well, any kind of orange-haired person? Which...
I can't remember what I said last week. I feel like you asked them this already.
Quite possibly.
And my answer was either no or only saw them in passing, didn't really talk to them.
Mm.
Like maybe they saw them when they were, because they go to town.
Right, yeah. They go collect teeth or whatever, you know.
Taking supplies.
I really want to cast Detect Evil and Good, but I can't because I didn't prepare it, so let's just wait till morning.
Yeah, let's just stay here. I don't want to go back into the jungle.
Okay, that was a little bit of metagaming. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have said that out. I wouldn't have said that out loud. But
Well, we don't know that you didn't share that with us.
yeah, can I take this to be real aside?
Hmm?
Just be like, hey, East, can I get your hand or something real quick? Just
do you need your hair to be fixed? It is looking
Yeah.
like it. And he's gonna like do a little bit of a brushing
do you
off.
know how to do a braid, like one of them good braids that looks cool?
Oh yes, of course. A
It's mostly-
Vasilic braid.
Yeah, yes, the Vasilic braid. It's mostly dreads, but like you can probably like pull a few together and do something.
Mhm.
And comb it out a bit. And then I just want to kind of move away from the group a little bit, out of earshot.
I had the ritual servant do most of it, but he's gonna stand nearby and oversee and also talk.
So under my breath, I'm just going to say, without like looking in the direction of the witch, can you dispel magic?
No. Why?
She doesn't look like that. That's not the way she looks. She's got a spell to look like that.
Huh. Until I sing?
I'm stage whispering, but I'd actually be whispering.
Yeah.
And let me tell you that the tree frogs are out, so there's like that sort of laser beam like chirping noises of the tree frogs. There's, you know, every once in a while there's some bats flying overhead. Like there are the noises of the jungle at night, so it's not completely silent. And you're also beside a river, and that also is giving you plenty of noise. So
That's good.
you know that her bird kind of keeps an eye on people, and it's watching you, but it hasn't come any closer.
That's good.
Well, regardless of what she looks like or what she is hiding, she hasn't done anything to us yet, and she has helped us. So
Yeah, it's true.
maybe she's really ugly, and she doesn't want to show us. I can completely understand that.
I mean, tomorrow I can cast a spell that'll let me know if she's like bad or not. But I can't do it right now because I didn't prepare it today, and that'll just tell us, right? They'd be like, yeah, she's evil, and then, we'll have to do the Lord's work, as it were, and see how that goes. And by Lord, I mean Sunda, and I'll make like a sign of lightning coming up.
Will it though? Because sometimes people who are bad can do things that aren't bad, and people who are can do really bad things because they think it's right.
Yeah. But they told us all the villagers said people come here and they don't come back.
That's true.
Maybe we're gonna get to leave because we're gifted.
I didn't find anything besides the jar of teeth in her cottage, though.
There was no trapdoor with bodies in it.
Not so far as Perry could see. Forgot what I named my unseen server this time.
And it feels like East Boreal wouldn't actually remember. It's like, oh, I forgot.
It's a new name every time.
Yeah.
Every time you call them, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a different one. It's just an internal cycling of servants.
Anyway, I think we're going to have to camp here anyway, so I'll just see how the night goes. Maybe it'll happen one way or another, but...
We'll probably keep a watch anyway. We would have to do that whether we're here or out in the jungle, and this is at least a little bit more comfortable. So.
Okay. Thank you, Ise. Uh-oh, Brian dropped out.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh, his computer crashed.
Oh no. I suppose we'll just have to talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah. Technical difficulties, kids. I'm real sorry.
Please stand by.
Okay. I need a technical difficulty screen that I can put up when this happens.
What do you think we should do? What is our goal here?
Do you want to metagame a bit? Because I can tell you what...
No, we should do it in character.
Okay.
Wait, real quick, guys. I forgot who the orange hair guy you guys are talking about.
We've kind of been tracking him a little bit.
Where do you come up?
I'm actually probably, so when we start settling down for the night, whenever that is, and once the bird and the witcher out of earshot, Esperial's actually going to be like, did you notice that orange-haired elf who showed up in the vision?
Yes.
Yeah.
He looked familiar.
I don't know if we've seen him, but we've definitely been told about him. I think.
We've been hearing about an orange, or at least I've been asking about an orange-haired being. It hasn't always been an elf. It's been a dwarf and a half elf and another.
Do you think they're changing? They're changing their appearance, and they can be whatever they want with orange hair.
It has to be orange hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would keep the hair color. Then it seems like a very strange, very obvious tell.
If it's
Are
a
you
spell,
sure it's the same person? Like the only identifying feature is the orange hair. Could be different people.
It could, but it's a very distinctive color, and everyone's always been very specific mentioning that. Almost as if like some unseen force is prompting them to leave.
That's a very bad disguise. Then it's like they change their entire appearance, but the thing that has to be kept, everyone always notices.
Maybe it's
a curse.
Yeah, maybe it's a curse. His hair is like cursed to be orange.
It's just a terrible color.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody would choose that color.
Is it? Do we have a dwarf lass with us who has red hair? I'll just swallow turn to her and say,
I'm not totally sure. Yeah.
Sheds one single tear.
red's a lovely color. Don't let these dumbos tell you that.
Red's
dear.
fine. Auburn is fine, but that kind of orange that was being described. But
That kind of orange. The worst type of orange.
Yeah, I think this is
but then,
one and the
he always
same.
had orange. He always had orange hair and orange eyes, and he was always described as a he. So
Was this person did they have anything to do with the bone flute?
Yeah, they gave
yes.
the bone flute to.
Oh.
that's why I kept asking or checking about.
So
where
they're
else
okay.
did he? Where else
What
did he
is the
show up?
basis thing that
He
is associated with him?
Well, he gave a lot of music on those discs to.
Right, to the Minotaur
to-
girl.
Yeah, and it was all like
And
kind of
to
racist
Proc.
stuff.
I think also to Proc, who was actually with us, and
Oh
had
wait,
that
so
horrible.
Proc. Wait, so they met him.
Yeah,
Actually-
Both of the Proc and
both of
the.
them.
That's a good point. When
Right.
Brian gets back, I'm going to ask about that. If any of the people with us recognized the elf,
Right. Yeah, that's true.
because this person would have traveled around a bit, right?
But
So then the question is like, assuming that this redheaded guy made the chimera thing, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, possibly
long's
even
it been?
before that. What is he now doing on this island that where we seem to be encountering his ghost all the time?
and why were we sent here then too?
Yeah.
It seems a very strange coincidence to have.
Yeah.
the
How long
festival
ago
here.
did he give the girl the flute? Was that recent?
I mean, I
not
think it was
terribly
pretty
recent.
recent.
Not that recent, I don't think.
Here's the other thing: is that the person that sent us here was the apprentice to the wizard.
Five ones, yeah. Or
Yeah.
the
Right. Did he
So
send
why-
us here on
Earth Games ago.
purpose, or was it just a random happenstance?
I think there was a problem with the spell.
Well, there was a problem because it collapsed and he died.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
if there was a problem for the.
Is this all an elaborate prank? by our master?
I'm wondering, is this
Camera right there. Camera right
some
there.
kind of elaborate training program still? But I don't know. I think our masters may or may not be dead or something.
Well, no,
they're
they're
in
not
the
dead.
yeah, they're in the gem. Was it?
Your master might be dead, but mine's not.
Zip, it's not cool.
Wait, you're the one who's going around saying people are dead. If you're so desperate for your master to be dead, what are you even doing here? You should just go jump in the ocean.
I don't want Osprey to be dead. I don't know what I'd do without her. I'd have. I'm gonna clam up. I'm gonna really quiet up at that point, and then just kind of turn around, face away from the group, and.
If they were
So-
dead, I don't think that there would be any point for them to be sealed up in purple crystals on top of a giant chimera.
Yeah, to me it seems like they're being kept out of the way for some other nefarious purpose.
I think
Like,
I think
this
they're
guy-
being used as power spell, like a power source. It's like the witch. She's using our hair and stuff to make spells, and they need gifted blood, and all our masters are gifted.
Could be, yeah.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
I think they're like some kind of arcane power source.
Like a battery.
Some sort of arcane
What?
battery. I don't know.
A siege weapon that batters walls?
Yeah. Exactly.
Lots of kinetic power right now.
But so then now what do we do with this information now that we have it? Like we know that this shady redheaded guy made this chimera, but we don't know why.
Orange-headed man. Let's not shade the redheads unfairly.
We gotta find him. We gotta find him and make him undo it. Or do we just go find
Find her.
Arnie Britta and tell her and she'll go do it? Oh, now Bug's gone.
Oh my god,
One by
everyone's
one.
dropping like flies.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's going on?
Oh my
Getting
goodness.
kidnapped by the chimera.
One by one.
It's so suspenseful. What's happening? Are they disappearing?
It's
into
the
the
witch.
jungle?
She is slowly hypnotizing.
Oh dear. I'm sorry everyone watching at home, wondering what the hell's happening. I wish I knew. If I could tell you, then I could fix it.
I'm gonna go get some more water while everyone's away.
I don't know what to do. Oh dear.
Whoop.
Oh no. Here we go, we go.
What's that?
Find this redheaded elf, or dwarf, or whoever it is. We find
Eric is
them.
saying the cat witch needs tiny humanoid familiars.
I don't even think she's a cat.
Well, she has a tabaxi illusion. So
Yeah. I
whether or
don't
not she is.
I don't know. I'm just going to text Boya real quick. First
So what's-
game back.
Was the redheaded guy an elf in the vision? Or was he just a dude?
Yes,
He was an
he
elf.
was an elf. Or a half elf, but I think the ears were long enough to be an elf.
They're at least a half elf. They had at the ears, right?
Yes. Although given as he seems to be able to change the appearance, who knows? That
They could
could
be
have
anything.
been an entirely different thing too.
I know there's a spell that people can cast because, and I'll nod in the direction of the witch, but not say it out loud. People can change their appearance at will. I've seen people do it before. So,
It's one I'm familiar with, but I don't know how long it normally lasts, or if, since she might not be doing it in the way that I know.
She's
So-
using old magic. Right?
The stuffy traditional forms.
I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot to consider.
Yeah, do we want to try and go after old redhead? Do we want to follow that lead, or should we just continue on our way to,
Well,
to Britta?
Oriented, and I would be surprised if Orangehead is still on the island, given as every place we've come to, he's been through sometime before.
Right. We might, if we ask the right questions, though, we might be able to find out where he's gone.
Cool.
well, we saw where the Kraken was. That's all the way up north, right? Like that's up near the castle.
Yeah, but we don't know where that workshop is, where he was having it made, presumably.
And that was some time ago, so I don't know how fast it flies.
Yeah. Well, no, because it was like snoozing up at the North Pole, right?
Oh, right. I think I was thinking of the art that Ryan posted, where it was flying. But
Right, but it was like napping up there.
Yeah, it was like nesting or something.
Yeah.
how lonely. The only one of its kind in the world.
Well, maybe it just, spawns younglings. They just like pop off it and then they become their own thing.
Maybe it will turn our mentals into little spawns of itself. That's what the crystal nodes are for. Oh,
Maybe.
my aunt would not like that. Well, she doesn't seem to much like anything, but
Tell us about your aunt. Never really talked about her. You mention her a lot, but
I do. I was like, what is her name?
Let me check my notes real quick.
Yep.
give me
My
a
beloved
second.
aunt.
Adeline.
And out of character, that's your master as well. She's teaching you how to.
Yeah. Well, she's not the same class per se.
Okay.
So she's not really teaching necessarily the mechanics and such, but kind of the whole adventuring thing. So she's a stick in the mud. I mean, she's half the time was off doing things with her, the Titan Slayers, or fighting in the wilderness to get to take the land back from the Blood Real Covenant's hags. But I mean, she's all right. She doesn't nag at me quite as much as my parents did. She always bought me journals, and very nicely made ones, so I can, write down my poems and stories and sketches. And she does not yell at me, although she is very annoying because she's so stubborn.
Yeah, Osprey can be like that too. I get away with a lot though, but sometimes.
I can't imagine you trying to do anything to upset someone that you regard as an authority.
You'd be surprised. Clerics
Really?
and
You seem like a goody two-shoes.
well, believe me, out of all the clerics I know, I'm the bad boy. I'm the bad one. Yeah.
Well, if you're a cleric friend,
Kind of stares at you and then bursts out laughing.
Hello.
Welcome back,
Oh,
Ryan.
yay! You revived.
What happened
You
to
totally
Boya?
don't have a brain worm
we
implanted.
also somehow lost Boya.
Oh no. That's not great.
Yeah.
We're joking that the witch is slowly taking us out one by one.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all the sweets.
Sugar crash.
Sugar crash. Sugar crash, my computer crash.
Boy's internet died, so he resetting it, I think. But
Did you guys come up with something that you wanted to do that involved anybody that wasn't a PC?
Yes. were
so
going
while
to
you're
ask-
away, we killed the witch. She's dead now.
That's not how this works.
We all rolled natural 20
Mm.
to attack. No, yeah, we wanted to ask, what do we want to do?
We want to ask Proc about the red-headed guy that he met.
Yeah, the
Because
one who gave him that
because
disc full
Proc
of music.
saw the vision, right?
Yes. Yep.
Did that orange-haired guy look familiar? I will ask Proc.
I mean, it's been a long time, but I don't think so. The guy I saw looked a lot younger, like more like a teen. And this guy, I mean, the guy in the vision looked older to me.
Did he look like maybe the guy's dad or something?
Well,
I mean,
he wasn't an elf, was he?
it's gonna sound wrong, but non-tabaxi people, sometimes I get them a little confused. Like, to know, like, that one elf looks like another elf, like, I'm sorry, my eye isn't that good for that. It doesn't look like the same person, but it doesn't look like, I'm going by age more than like facial features, you know?
Was he
Maybe
the
I'm a
same
little
species?
Had he told you that he met an elf?
No, he told you that he met a half dwarf.
Half dwarf. Okay.
Yeah.
Then no. It's like, yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean,
wait.
he was way taller.
Was the hair color the same, at least?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can, from that, we can say that whoever we're dealing with can change shape, change their look.
Probably, yeah.
I think the hair's a giveaway. Unless they're like from the same family or
That's a
something.
strange one. There's a whole conspiracy of orange-haired people. I suppose there was back in the what is it, Thornwall? Or no, not Thornwall. The town we just left with all the spiders.
New
Rum Rumble?
Firestone.
New Firestone. Okay. Oh no, they weren't all. Okay, never mind.
They didn't the drow didn't mention anything about a red-headed guy, though, did they?
I think they
They did.
mentioned they saw somebody
Yeah.
come through.
Oh, they
He didn't
did?
stay long.
Yeah, is what I was gonna say. I did ask about any orange-haired travelers and in the tavern, and someone told me that a high elf with orange hair and orange eyes came through on a pilgrimage who called himself Elf Haelon. And while he is talking about this, he's also sketching, like trying to commit the features of the
That's a good point. Yeah.
of the elf and the other figures in the vision to memory.
Did Osprey ever tell Swell me about any of the foes they faced that had a bright shock of red hair? Like, was it ever
Orange.
mentioned? Orange, sorry. But was it ever mentioned passing? I was like, big bushy orange hair, like, you know, that type of thing.
Do a history check.
Okay. I feel like something like that, like a defining feature like that would stand out.
They called him the orange-haired devil.
Orange hair devil. That's only an 11. Not great.
You do not remember anything about an orange-haired person. If they did fight one, it was not one of the tales that they told over and over. So,
Okay.
not one of their main villains. Maybe like Batman remembering. Did I find a guy that was like a kite man or something? I think I did that.
Hey, boya.
I am back. I'm sorry.
We're all here. Parties
Yay.
reunited.
We made it.
We think
Did I miss
you're not
anything?
replacements.
What happened?
They asked
We've
Croc.
mostly.
Go ahead.
No, sorry, go on. You're
No, you
basically
do it.
saying what I was going to say. Essentially, they just asked the Tabaxi DJ kid if he recognized the orange-haired guy in the vision, and he says it doesn't look like the orange-haired guy who gave him the music.
Also, I'm thinking he's slightly racist. Said anyone but Tabaxi look the same, so to him. That was, no, I don't know. Yeah, I think my theory is that either we're dealing with the same person who has the ability to change their look, but still keeps this orange hair, or it's like a family of people with similar colored hair, like it's a genetic trait.
But why is he
They're
going around
different
from-
species, though. There was a half dwarf, a high elf, and a half elf. So
Hmm.
What? But why is he going around giving people stuff?
well, that one I think
Propaganda.
just to cause trouble.
Yeah.
Spread his music.
Can I
Suggestion.
try to piece together a timeline of this orange-haired person's appearances in the villages we've gone through?
What type of check would you like to make for that? My initial gut reaction would be some sort of history or intelligence check, but if you have something better, I'm listening.
History or intelligence sounds about right to me.
All right.
Wait, did you guys
I could
ask?
potentially do investigation as well.
Did you guys ask if he has the same shade of orange as the person that gave him the?
Yep.
Says that it did. I mean, as far as I can tell, he was in an orange forge in that vision, right? Like it was lit up. But like when I said orange before, there's a reason I used orange. Like it was bright.
Okay, so it's similar to the brightness in the vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what color was the phoenix? What's their main color?
The main color in the phoenix. Let's see if I can drop that image in here.
Maybe it's some kind of phoenix cult, and they're like bringing him back.
But why would they bring it back smushed together with all the other things?
Maybe they needed to. Maybe they need to make it more powerful.
Anyway, do you want a history or investigation?
I think history would be best, but before you do that,
Okay.
I want to respond that one of the other like prop that you're standing with after you said that, or maybe they didn't have all the parts, so they took parts from other things.
What other parts of a phoenix do you need except its ashes?
Oh. Oh,
Hmm.
Use your head, Proc.
so yeah, you saw it at night, and the phoenix, is sort of like an orangey color, a little more muted than
Yeah. Not like the kind of shocking orange that apparently this nefarious orange-haired man had.
A phoenix is like considered in similar regard as dragons in this world.
No. As far as you know, there's only been one phoenix, and that's this titan. So it's like a singular creature. At this point, also, like, you're all interacting and talking with each other, so I assume this isn't a secret conversation, and Sister Sweet Tooth can be involved in it?
No. I think the idea had been we were talking about this after Sister Sweet Tooth had presumably gone to bed in the hut.
Yeah.
If she was okay
so.
with it, we would have like camped nearby. I would expect, or like if she wasn't okay with that, we would have moved away a bit. But
Okay, so she
We
would
can rewind to deal with all that.
Sure. What she would say is, well, if you guys want to get some rest, that's fine. You can rest here in my general area. You should be safe. My ginger brutes will protect us should, something come to attack. But really, very seldom do I see anything troublesome. Yeah, the water's clean and fresh, but please don't come into my cabin without knocking. I don't like to be seen without my face on.
Completely understand.
Oh.
Swell's head whips
I'm right in
around,
the morning.
eyes go wide.
What
She
do you
wears
mean?
someone's literal face.
I mean, I use certain glamours to make myself appear more palatable to people, because okay, that's a
Victoria
lie.
leans over and
It's-
kind of like elbows Swell and like, I told you she's ugly.
Actually, that's a lie. It's not to be more palatable. It's the only way some people accept me, but it's.
Can you just tell us what you are? Like, we obviously know that you're not a tabaxi.
I am a tabaxi.
So why are you pretending? Why are you casting glamours and, are you just really ugly? Is that what it is?
I don't think that I am ugly.
I'll nudge Zip and be like, just a little bit more respectful. Just a touch.
Would.
Some people don't appreciate who I am, and sometimes I have to put on this face to present it to the world, otherwise they won't accept me. And I've grown accustomed to wearing it, and I like it. I feel like this is who I am.
Why can't people accept you? What's going on?
Have you ever heard of a witch? Certainly you've heard of witches before, right? And usually it's a pejorative, a mean word that people use to describe a woman who does magic. They talk about, if you're, a gifted person, they don't call you a witch. They call you a wizard or a sorceress or a sorcerer. But if you use the old ways, they call you a witch. And if they're being really mean, they call you a hag. And that's what I do, is I use the old magics, like the witches and the hags. But the witches and the hags don't accept me because I wasn't.
Because you weren't what?
Because some people would say that I am not female. I feel that I am. And so this is the outward that I project. They wouldn't allow me into the covens even as this. They do not accept me for who I am. Which is one of the reasons why I'm here by myself on this island.
You don't want to be in those covens anyway. They're pretty nasty from ally here.
Yeah, those covens sound like jerks.
So you would see me as I do not wish to be seen, were you to see me without my glamours.
Okay.
That's fair. We'll respect your decisions. Thank you for telling us, though. But it must have taken a lot of courage.
Well, you've so far been the nicest people to come visit me. You haven't tried to kill me.
Why do people not return?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, some people come to slay me. And they become slain. Some people panic when they see me and they start attacking. Some people come here specifically to get rid of the witch in the woods.
Well, when we arrive in wait, where are we heading? What's the direction?
So you guys were going to go back south, I think it's southeast to New Firestone,
Right.
to get the stuff that East Boreal left there to be made for him.
Well,
your original,
that's what Isburial has to do.
and then your original goal was to go further north to the port city to try and get a boat to try and get to the island where Britta Brushwand lives.
Yeah. Well, for my part, I certainly will tell everyone that when we met the witch, she was very nice and didn't try to kill us at all, and was definitely friendly and stuff like.
And totally isn't going to use our hair to cast evil spells on us when we leave.
I'm casting no spells on you, but I'm going to use Bug's hair, as I said, to try and figure out what it means to be gifted, because maybe I'm not accepted for using this old magic. I'm not accepted by the villagers. I'm not accepted by the covens. Maybe if I was gifted, people would treat me differently. Maybe if I could make spells appear out of thin air, maybe I can harness some of that energy. Maybe I can figure out what's going on.
I got to tell you, not everyone likes us either. You say we bring trouble because.
Probably because we do.
Well,
Yeah,
just
probably
kind of
because we
follows us.
Well, at least you have each other. I don't have
Why don't
anyone
you-
else.
Why don't you come with us?
Oh. You would have me?
Yeah, right, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Well,
want.
we don't know what we're doing.
Oh.
This is a pretty backwards place. This part of the world, like there's places where you can be who you want to be, and no one would like question it.
Have you lived here all your life?
No.
You have
I've
not, no?
spent some time abroad trying to fit in, trying to learn. But I didn't.
Well,
You got
then-
make a persuasion check because you're helping. So, Bug, I want you to make it, but you can make it at advantage because other people are helping you.
Can I actually? It's will say to her. On the other hand, you seem to have found a place that works well for you, and I don't know that the outside. I don't know how long you've been here, but the outside world hasn't changed that much as far as I can tell. In my experience.
So you want him to make it at a straight roll instead of advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it at a disadvantage.
Not at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you had one help and one hinder. So just make a straight persuasion check.
You hinted the wrong. Oh dear. Okay.
17.
She says, well, I'll sleep on it. I don't know how I would travel. It takes me so long to make my magic. I don't know if I'd be much use.
Yeah, but we're all gifted, so you can take as much hair as you need to make a gingerbread eagle that we can all ride on.
I'll
that
give it
might
some
take
thought,
longer.
Bug. I'll give it some thought.
All right.
All right.
And with that, she offers to make tea for anybody who wants like some relaxing herbal tea to help you sleep if you would like, or some hot cocoa if you want to stay up all night planning stuff, get some caffeine in you. Otherwise, she's going to retire.
Is this tea what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
Is it Swell's good tea?
It is not Swell's good tea.
Okay. I'll decline and have some of my own.
All
Thanks,
right.
though.
At this point, Yarva has picked a flower from the bushes and put it in her hair and is in the process of making a necklace of flowers to put around Dresdick's shoulders.
Nice. Is the flower made out of candy?
No, it's not candy flowers. It's just regular sort of orchids or something, maybe. Good for getting vanilla from. For all of the vanilla cupcakes. Oh, and I would say that Sister Sweet Tooth takes some time to clean up the table, in which you see that she takes the stuff in to her food area, and then she takes the table and she picks up one end of it and walks towards the other end, and the table goes and like folds up to like, you know, only a couple of inches, picks that up and walks in with that, and also folds up the chairs in like a extra dimensional way and puts the chairs away inside as well.
I'm
That's
gonna turn
nice.
to Bug and say,
How much would you want for those?
These are not for sale. Well, for some blood, I'd be happy to give you whatever you want. The blood would make it easier for me to study, but if you're not, I know you're not willing to give that up. So
Look, if we convince her to come with us, then she can bring the tables and chairs.
can
Yes,
have
but
our
they
own
wouldn't be
personal
mine, so it
chef.
wouldn't count.
She will share.
Dresdick is like, oh, so hot. He takes his shirt off.
Is it the nighttime?
But it's still, you're in like a tropical location.
Yeah, I think Swell will strip down to underwear and go into the water for a bit.
Was the water like chocolate? I can't remember. Is this like Willy Wonka?
The water is not chocolate, but there are tree branches that are like, you know, those swirly candies you would get at a like old timey pioneer village or whatever, like candy canes, but also other flavors. And then there's cotton candy bushes, and some of the stones, paving stones and stuff around there are cookies.
I still don't understand why she's obsessed with candy and stuff.
She just likes baking things.
Yeah, but she doesn't have to have power. She doesn't have to use power to bake things. Use human body parts. And just use.
Well, you don't have to eat every strange gelatin thing that you come across, and yet you do. So
True.
Maybe nobody ever told her that you could just make cake using like flour and sugar. She just figured out like a very complicated way to do a very simple thing.
She said she goes into town and buys her stuff.
Oh.
So I don't think she actually uses body parts to do it.
No, I mean, yeah, like blood and some sacrifice for the magic. And I guess like turning her house into a candy. It's
pretty
choice.
cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd live in
I'm
it.
not complaining, I guess.
Yarva joins Swell in the water. Dives in.
I assume that we might have this conversation then while people are swimming and like relaxing.
Yep.
Or something. The previous
just-
conversation.
My NPCs are jumping in with business rather than input.
Yeah. Also for that roll, that history roll to try and piece together
right.
the timeline, I got a 21 on that.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
you
took
think
excellent notes.
that they were all probably here around the same time.
Mm.
You don't know,
Yeah,
like
but
you don't know if somebody was there on the same day somebody was there, because you didn't get exact dates. But they said like, yeah, it's been like a year since we've seen, a little over a year since we've seen this person. Yeah, it's been a little over a year since we've seen this person. So they all match up that, you know, either they all came together or it is one person that's a shapeshifter. Like it doesn't necessarily narrow down Swell's theories.
He's just going full galaxy brain with like ideas. Just kind of like, yeah, but what if, man? Like, what if the alien again?
So this happened a year ago, but before the event that happened with our masters.
Sounds like
You mean did it happen a year before your masters killed them?
No, like before our master disappeared.
We
Or before
did-
they constructed the monster.
No. It happened years after they confronted the monsters.
Did Sister Sweet Tooth have any idea what time frame that vision happened, or is it just she saw it and she doesn't know how long ago that might have been?
She didn't indicate that she knew anything more than what you saw. You asked the question, how did this happen? Not when did this happen?
Mhm.
So,
Tomorrow we'll
There-
ask.
in the vision, there wasn't like a calendar on the wall or something.
There's no convenient storytelling environmental clues.
Yeah.
Well, we can ask again tomorrow. Donate more hair.
Has she got inside?
You guys, this is a private conversation you guys are having now. Her bird's gone inside too.
I'm going to use shape water to splash. Yep. She's not inside the water.
Not in the water.
Just splash with water.
What the hell? I'm gonna kick water in your face. Violently.
Violently kick water.
Yeah, like
But not
You should-
playfully.
not playfully.
You should get in and have a wash.
What are you trying to say?
Stink.
You stink.
I'm having a wash.
Smell like old fish.
It's good because I like fish.
You smell like dead fish.
Well, that's not good.
What's your passive perception, Zip?
12.
You notice just at the last minute that Dresdick is coming up behind you, possibly to push you into the water.
Can I do one of those wrestling moves where I like grab his head and then like flip him over me?
Absolutely. Roll the hit.
I just kind of shake my head and like that's not a good idea.
14.
All right, you grab hold of him and flip him over. Whoa!
Don't even think about it, Snake Boy.
I'd like you to make a. I think because you only rolled a 14, which isn't excellent, you end up getting some splash on you. Like you get him, but throwing him in the water splashes back onto your legs and stuff.
Okay. And then as soon as he like comes up for air, I'm gonna like bomb him. So like splash the water and then like get him in a headlock and start like dunking his head underwater and stuff.
So you're playing in the water with him?
Yeah.
Okay. He plays along with you and tries to, pick you up because you don't weigh as much in the water, like you're more buoyant, and then, drop you in the water, and you guys are horse playing around. He tries not. You can tell he's maybe trying not his fullest, or maybe Zip is instead just like, yeah, no, this guy's weak.
Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to be soft with him. I'm actually genuinely trying to drown him half the time.
I'm literally
stay
trying
in
to
there.
kill you. Oh dear. Okay. I'm gonna change my prepared spells.
So, do we continue on to Rumbumble? Do we try to track down this orange-haired person? His traces, or them, if it's a group, are over a year old, so it might be a bit difficult.
I
Well,
think
let's
that
see
I can't
if there's any word of him in Rumble.
I think maybe Britta's still the best chance. Like, she might know who this person is. Might have faced them and as part of the Titan Slayers. Well, she might be in trouble too. If they're hunting down the Titan Slayers, then we gotta warn her at least.
Well, she seems to be fine as of now, and this person was going around a year
Yeah.
ago.
She doesn't know.
That's true.
If we had a way
Okay.
to just like send her a message and let her know, maybe that would be enough, but I can't do that.
I mean, we could just send a letter.
That would take ages.
You know,
It would be faster than us.
you know that in if you get to a major port city like Rum Rumble, there are options probably either to hire a wizard or use the Aarakocras to fly messages. Sometimes they fly messages from village to village, which takes longer but costs less money.
How long does it for the fastest communication?
How much does it
Hire-
cost?
No, how fast is the communication?
Instantaneous. Like they could cast a spell that just goes directly to the person.
Oh, we should. And then do we hear? Can we hear a response, or it's just one way?
Well, Swell, you know about. Do you want to talk about that? Because I know Matt would know how the spell works.
Was that message?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could send her like a telepathic message if we can find someone that can do it for us. But I think it's only like 20 to 30 words at a time per message.
Will we be able to will she be able to say stuff back to us?
Yes. But only the same amount.
Oh, well, we should just do that. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like exactly what we need.
If there's someone there that can do it, that would be great.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
also, well, I'm going to assume Miss Barilla knows a spell since Aaron is a wizard.
Sure.
But that goes through the person sending the message, and I don't know if we want to tell whoever it is that the Titan Slayers are captured.
Well,
I mean, a letter certainly has its own problems of a similar nature, but it's not necessarily guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that someone else will read it, I should say.
yeah. Well, we could maybe take that risk. But
How fast is the Aarakocra message network?
So it depends on how far you're going, right? Like,
Right.
if you, it could take if you had to guess knowing where Britta Brushwan's island is, it might be. It's going to take you a couple of weeks to sail there. It might only take a week to get there by flying. They have
Okay.
that seems
ways that
reasonable.
they fly faster. They use magical means. I mean, unless you get like a particularly fast boat, right?
I mean,
We can just
Have
ask
I-
her if she knows an orange hair guy. That's pretty big. We don't have to worry about other people knowing.
when we did scry on Britta, she had someone with her.
Yep.
Did that person have orange hair?
No.
Okay.
I think I described them as having silver hair, like it was an older human.
Old dude.
Yeah, it was white or silver.
An art aficionado.
And anyway, what else are we going to do on this island? Are we just going to be chasing the ghost of this orange-haired man in the hopes that it's the same one that we saw in the spell?
Yeah, my feeling is that they've moved on from here.
So the
Whatever
last
they came
time
here to do. Sorry?
the last time anyone's seen them was a year ago.
And the places we've been to, at least. I would certainly not, I don't know that I would want to encounter them myself, but to find out what he was up to, what he was doing here, what could be of value.
Mm.
And it I simply don't think it's a coincidence that we ended up here.
Is there some way? Okay, so the apprentice that opened the portal for us.
Malkin.
Yeah, Balkan, you said, or Vulcan?
Malkin.
Malkin.
Malkin Sharp Shadow. He was a gargoyle wizard.
Yeah. Okay. When it opened, did it look like where he was sending us was here?
The first image you saw was a tropical place. So
Okay.
whether it was this place or a different tropical place, you don't know.
And then it kind of like did a weird shifty thing, and as he got impaled by debris.
Exactly. That's correct.
Okay. And then when we stepped through, we ended up in that tomb. Okay.
Do we background? Malkin's background? Like where he grew up? Or just that he is the apprentice of Five Wands?
You give me a history check. He was probably mentioned by your master at some point.
18.
18. Yeah. You remember that Malkin lives in the Tririme. Gargoyles are fairly common to live in that area. And
The Tririme is the northern area?
yes, rime meaning frost or snow. So yeah, in the Tririme, that's where they met. And because Flarg Five Wands was a warforged automaton, like had very hard metallic skin, they found something in common with a stone-skinned apprentice, and they got along quite well. And they're a bit jokey, and they enjoyed a good laugh. That's one of the reasons that your masters would sometimes go to visit is I think your master would probably live closest, so this might have been your second trip there. And maybe she took some trips without you, let you get into trouble while she was gone. But yeah, he's an affable person. You may have walked in on them talking to each other on a scrying device or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, "Oh, is that Espurial?"
He must be a pretty advanced wizard. Like, he's an apprentice, but like if he could cast a teleportation spell, that implies like well, this is maybe like more player knowledge, but that he was quite advanced in years or levels.
Either that, or he had an item that he was using.
Okay. Okay then. All right. Well, we should get some rest. And
Does seem like Rum Rumble is still the best bet.
I think so. I guess we should head back to New Firestone and finish off anything there. I also think we should maybe have a quick chat with the mayor. Just leave the witch alone. Don't go near her.
She's coming with us, right?
Unless she comes with us, then we don't have to worry. But
We really don't need any more people coming with us, Bug.
Are you trying to say you don't want us with you?
I mean,
Yeah, you're kind of a burden, to be honest.
She could be making us like sweets all the time.
All right. Well, when we get to Rum Rumble, we can part ways.
listen, guys.
probably for
Oh
the
my
best.
Okay.
Ignore them. It's not that. Oh my god. And I'll turn to Subriel and Zip and be like, "You guys are so rude."
Espurial says very
Just-
quietly, "I don't want to have to protect them. They're not gifted. They can't do
I know
what
it.
we do.
And
I don't want someone else to die because of us."
okay.
Anyway, Roman was a good big plot, it sounds like. So if there are small places that you want to go, be a good place to find a ship.
Everybody crashes for the night. You guys taking shifts?
Yeah. If
All
there's
right.
a fire pit, then I'll have the fire going.
There, Boxy gives you guys hammocks to set up.
Nice.
I will remind you that you have Sutran with you, so if you guys have other magical questions, you can always ask her for advice.
Okay.
So, who is
Spoilers.
taking which watch?
Isabel's probably going to take the last watch and take a bath in that time. Yeah. Well, nobody else is splashing around muddying the water.
I don't mind. Usually I go
Um,
first, but I'll take whatever.
I'll take a nap first, and then I'll take the next one.
Yeah, I could take the first watch.
Boreal, while you are on watch, I want you to make a perception check.
So it'll only end in tears. Oh, I guess my perception's not that bad. Still, I only got a 10.
Okay. The night passes uneventfully. You guys wake up in the morning, and Sister Sweet Tooth brings out the table again and pulls it out and has been inside. You wake up like to the smell of, or those who are already awake, like Boreal, start smelling pancakes from inside the house. And Sister Sweet Tooth comes out with a bunch of pancakes for everyone. And she sends one of her gingerbread men to go out and pick some fresh fruit, and so that you see it peel off of the building and then boom, 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 walk around it. Very, like, you would have thought them to be maybe more brittle or something, but they seem fairly heavy duty creatures. And they come back with a bunch of fresh fruit to adorn the the pancakes with. And some of them have like fruit mixed in, some of them have chocolate chips. Like, there's a variety of things, and there's she takes some of the fruit that's been brought over and starts mashing it in front of you into like a fruit juice, and combines it with some fresh water from the river, so it's not like just pure acid. It's like a little bit diluted.
Delicious. Finally, some good food.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Wait, so have you thought about your decision in joining us?
I don't think I'm ready to leave, but if you want my help, I want to help, but maybe the best way I can help is from here. I can still, if you want somebody to cast a spell for you, if you can contact me, I can contact you, and we can stay in touch.
How do we contact each other?
Oh, I have magic spells I can use. Like, I was able to scry. I can do a lot of different things. It takes me a lot longer, but...
Can you contact someone you don't know or you haven't met?
It's iffy. It's like scrying on someone. The better I know them, the more likely it will work.
Wait, we can just have her contact Britta.
That's precisely my thought.
Before any of that happens, I would like to have like kind of walked off a bit and then cast detect good and evil.
I am not super familiar with detect good and evil, so do you want to tell me what it reveals?
So its range is on me for 30 feet.
Mhm.
It's concentration up to 10 minutes.
Mhm.
And for the duration, I know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet. So I know, like, if there is something within 30 feet, as well as where the creature is located if it's hiding. Similarly, I know if there is a place or an object that has been magically consecrated or desecrated, and the spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
And we don't know how much gingerbread.
It's
Why
true.
wouldn't they have that in the rule book? I don't know.
That oversight.
Maybe while I've got it up, I'll offer to assist her, like bringing stuff in and out of the house. Maybe give me a reason to.
Okay. You sense she is definitely fey,
Okay.
which would jive with the fact that she says some people call her a hag.
Okay.
And that the area, I don't know, like if consecrated or desecrated is quite the right term. Like consecrated would mean holy, so angelic, and desecrated would mean evil, whereas this is fey. Like this area, because of the candy and things that are growing around it, you think her presence has changed the landscape, and it is due to her being here. Like that was something you got with the detect magic. So this echoes that feeling, and it doesn't feel unholy or evil, and it doesn't feel good. It just feels wild,
Okay.
chaotic.
That puts me at ease a lot more. Definitely don't feel as worried. Okay. But I won't tell anyone that.
Okay.
If at some point when she goes back inside to do whatever, get tea or something, Espuriel's going to follow her.
Okay.
And
Sure. What did you want to do?
When she turns around and says, how long might this speech spell, this messaging spell that you can do, magic that you can do, how long might it take?
Depends on whether I'm using blood or hair. Blood would be faster, hair will take longer. Blood, probably 15 to 20 minutes. Hair, a couple hours.
And if I gave you blood, you would also give me those tables and chairs?
If you give me enough to keep, then yes. You may have the table and 2 chairs.
Where would you like it?
The blood?
Yes.
She takes out the syringe, says, you pick where you want it to go in. I recommend in the arm. I know a good place to take it from, but if you are uncomfortable with that, you can help me select where to take it from.
Takes off one of his bracers and starts rolling up the sleeve.
Okay.
Yes, probably his right arm.
Okay. And she withdraws a syringe of blood. And then it's like, you don't know how much this means to me. Thank you for trusting me like this. Nobody does. Everybody thinks that when we take people's blood and hair, there are all these rumors that all we do is make monsters and do evil things. But
well, track record kind of bails that out, as far as I can tell.
If you come from the Facilic Kingdom, I know a lot of people there are not happy with the hags that live in the north and how they've taken over the Facilic Kingdoms, reclaimed it with all their nature. But I don't like the hags up there. I think that they're cruel, but at the same time, I have no love for the kingdoms either because they expanded far beyond where they should, and
Ugh.
I think they had what was coming to them as well.
Politics.
Very well. So
Anyway, I really want those tables. That table. It's very neat.
sure, the table still is. It's about 6 inches thick,
Mhm.
but it is like the height of a table. Like it's, and then has two legs, so it's kind of like a big staple that you'd be carrying around.
Oh, so it doesn't. I thought you'd fold it up into like a little cube, but it's actually just like a really just a
Like
like
it's
a
just
regular folding
well, no, it's
furniture.
like you can pull it out incredibly long, but it folds up
Mm.
into a space that's like about 6 feet wide and staple shaped.
Mm.
So you could carry it under one arm, no problem. You might be able to put it
Can I
over
tie
your
it
shoulder or something.
onto the back of, just like secure it over the back of a pack.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
And the
go ahead,
chairs,
come. That's right. Go on.
the chairs are like that, but thin, like they're, the height of the back of the chair, but again, like probably about that big around. So it's like having a couple of, chunks of wood, like,
Mhm.
table legs stuck to your back.
Would they fit inside Boxy?
I'm not sure I'd recommend that. Putting something extra dimensional inside of something else extra dimensional. I don't know if it would work.
Well, once she takes the blood and gives the table and chairs, Isabella comes marching out of the hut and says, "Sir, I have something else for you to carry." Hold it. I can't remember which one of you is stronger.
Oh, it's definitely Swell.
Probably is
yeah,
it.
he's totally stronger than me.
Zip beat me in that arm wrestle, remember? She's definitely got more muscles than me.
No, I don't remember. I thought you beat me.
I mean,
I let her win in the arm wrestle, says Dresdick.
Well, you
can
carry it then. Dresdick just-
Isabella just pushes the things over to Dresdick.
Sure. I'll carry it until we leave you in Rum Rumble.
Sounds good. Perfect.
The witch takes a little while to come out. Probably another few minutes. She comes out and she's gathered some stuff and she said, you wanted to speak with somebody. Tell me about this person you want to send a message to.
Oh, didn't we have something of hers that we could...
You did, yeah. You
Yeah,
had
so
the
this-
notebook.
Yeah. She gave me this notebook.
Sketchbook.
Yeah, to draw in. So it did belong to her once. So I don't know if that would help, but it helped the tabaxi in the village scry on her for us. So
I mean, you basically tell her everything about who this person is, or are you holding anything back?
I mean, I don't know. Would anyone stop Swell if he started just being like, "Oh, she's really great. She gives me candy all the time, and she's got really pretty hair, and she's really nice." And lets me do whatever I want when I'm there. Really, I can stay up late and
Zip will encourage him. She'll be like, "Oh yeah, what does she smell like, Zip?"
it smells like wine. She drinks a lot of wine.
Cool. Why not?
Ooh. Wine and cigarettes. I don't know.
Clove
Sweet
cigarettes.
tobacco. Yeah.
So she gets an idea of who this person is, says, we have a certain amount of words we need to use. So I recommend you here. And she pulls out a slate and some chalk and says, work it out. Work out what you want to send. I'll tell you exactly how many words you get when I look up the spell. I think it's 25.
Does everyone else
25.
know? Everyone else knows Britta, right? We all know.
I don't know if you all met her. Definitely the two islanders, you and Zip.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've both met her.
If the other characters want to have met her, then we can work that into your backstory. That's fine too. It's up to you.
Can
It seems unlikely Isabella would have because he hasn't been with Adairn as a mentor that long.
Is she married? Or is she single?
As far as you know, single.
Why, Bug? What are you planning?
Why my master would know her.
Oh, okay.
They've been flirting, exchanging love letters that I see.
You trying to parent
So your
trap him?
master's
Is
super
that?
old.
The master's been drawing photo portraits of her. No.
I'm wondering if she has like a nickname for either Zip or Swell. Some kind of like pet nickname that she gave us one time.
Sure.
I think she probably calls Zip by her full name, and it really annoys Zip. She's like, Zapanthe is such a beautiful name. I don't know why.
I think. Didn't you just find out what your full name was?
No, I just told you guys what my full name
Oh,
was.
okay. Okay. Oh, it was a surname, maybe.
Yeah, the surname.
Yeah. Okay.
And Swell, since you're, she'd probably call you like something to do with surfing. Call you like Surf Kid or something like that. Surfs up, surfer boy.
Little surfer boy. Okay.
Her little wave walker.
There you go. That's good. That's really good. Okay, so okay.
Do you think Titan Slayers counts as one word or two?
If it's hyphenated, definitely one.
It's 2 words.
Damn.
You've seen it
So-
written before.
Titan
Okay.
Slayers,
Well, maybe
captailed.
not. Maybe we can just shorten that to Slayers, because then she'll know who the Slayers are.
Wait, okay, so
Slayers.
what's the main message we want to convey? Like our master have been captured and
Oh,
the
yeah.
orange hair guy.
Oh, we should probably identify ourselves first and then say Mastels, because
Yeah.
she would
yeah.
recognize it.
Well, okay.
I mean,
you
she
say
doesn't know
it's-
me, but I don't know her. So.
Well, okay. Guys can't make fun of me for this. This is, purely just so we can. She'll know who it is if when I tell her this, but you can't make fun of me for it, okay?
I make
Like-
no promises.
I mean, I'll make fun of you for anything else anyway, so
I
I
guess
don't know why this one thing would make a difference.
Well, her name for me is her little wave walker because I like to surf and stuff. And well, we could say it's Auntie. It's Swell, your little wave walker, and then she'll know. Like,
That's too many words.
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
Just say
I feel like swell
one-
just gets it across.
but it's not going to be
Although
me saying it.
Wave Walker would at least help her in reassure her it's actually coming from him. If you maybe just say Wave Walker here,
Is Wave Walker
Master.
Wave Walker's message.
Wait, what?
Wave Walker says,
I mean, you can sign off as Wave Walker.
Well,
Well, I think if
Maybe-
we say it straight up, then she'll know. But
Wave
Wave
Walker
Walker
says,
here,
Wave Walker here.
Mastels, well, with apprentices,
With apprentices. yeah.
Mastels captured. Wait. Mastels captured by chimeric
Titan.
Titan.
Titan recreation.
Do you know orange haired man?
Orange-haired, yeah, man
Well, we have 30 words, right?
who changes appearance, possibly at false. Reply?
I think that's only 19.
Well, the orange hair man who changes appearance created the
Yeah.
created the Titan Carmelian.
You have 6 more words. Do you want to say something about where you are?
Yeah. We're in.
No,
we're
right.
in. We'll be in Rum Rumble soon.
Rumble soon heading your way.
Yeah.
Wait, are we heading her way? Or should we just ask her to teleport over here?
Well, we'll get a message back.
Heading your way. Yeah.
Rumble, can you teleport?
Well, we'll not ask for Rumble. Going, Rumble, heading your way.
Rumrumble's one word.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there multiple Rumble? Should we say which island?
Yeah, it's like the Dakotas.
Yeah.
Every island has its own rumble.
Little Rumble, big Rumble,
What's this
West
island?
Rumble.
Is there a name? Do we know that island's name?
Big
It came
island
up
that
at
you're
some point.
on. Yes, this is called Sleeping Fire.
Oh, okay.
We are heading towards Rumble on Sleeping Fire.
Heading towards Rumble on Sleeping Fire. That's 6 words.
Is that it?
That'll take you up to 25.
Okay.
Meet us there? Question mark.
Mm-hmm. Well, she can respond, so hopefully at that point she would be able to.
Well, we can say 5 more words, right?
No, that was the heading to Rumble thing was our last 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh, really? We have no more words, Brian?
Right. Unless you want to change something.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Hit send.
Stop.
Character limit reached.
Like she doesn't remember calling you that. She's like,
I'm trying to get into her headspace as the message is sent. So, Sister Sweet Tooth says what she says, what you asked her to say, reads it off the slate, and then says back what she's hearing. She's told you that she's going to tell you what she says. I'll just say it word for word when I hear it.
Swell's got his notebook out and is ready to write it all down.
Fuzzy pickles! What the? Oh no! I'll message you soon. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, that's all she said.
Fuzzy pickles.
You know that was her way of not swearing.
Fuzzy pickles. That sounds like
That sounds uncomfortable.
that sounds like sweet Brother Brush one. Brother Brush one.
Does
The
she?
lady we've
can
definitely
she,
met.
Lady we totally know.
She can do that spell herself. It sounds like.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, she's a spellcaster, you said, right? She's a bardist.
Mm-hmm.
like she will have to talk to somebody that can receive the message, or can we receive the message?
Hopefully you guys can receive messages. I don't know if you can.
Well,
You have to come with us now.
It sounds
Yeah,
like,
you have to
well,
come with
she
us and
knows,
be our messenger.
Or
She
tell us.
knows. Swell, little wave walker. She knows little wave walker here, so likely she can send a message
shouldn't have told you
to
guys.
her fuzzy little, her sweet little splash of water.
Shouldn't have said anything.
And with that, you guys, I think, are ready to head off. Are you heading back south to New Firestone first? Or are you going to head through the jungle to Rumble?
Let's just go straight to Rumble. Let's not backtrack.
Didn't we pay for tickets on the boat?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Be
did?
a little bit faster, I think.
All right.
Because
Oh,
there was a whole thing of we had to wait 2 days And then Isabella was like, how about 4 or 5?
Oh, that's right. Spuriel really wanted to stay.
Yeah.
You
Just
have
for a few more days.
you have some stuff that's either going to be shipped to Rum Rumble or you're going to take yourself.
Yeah. Or we'll ship to the Vasilla Kingdoms, I think, eventually. But yeah.
Yes.
Wait, so, but is it still faster if we go back and then take the ship, or is it faster if we just go now?
It's might be faster if you just go now.
Not really safer if we go back though, and we can at least tell the Magellan to
Oh.
stop sending people to hunt Sister Sweettooth.
The mayor specifically said don't go here and tells everybody
right.
not to go here.
Well, maybe I can whip up something to persuade everyone else not to do so as well.
Yeah, perhaps you can
But
put on a
what-
performance and
Why don't we go back? So you don't have to take care of us.
don't let them.
We'll pass
let
the
them-
message along. We don't want to hold you back. We'll help you out instead. This is
Well-
Dresdick.
That works out.
Finally, you're making yourself useful.
And he throws the table to you.
I'm gonna step aside.
The
Well,
table falls to the ground and clunks.
I push the boxy to the spot where it will fall, and the boxy opens.
Don't put it in boxy. Don't put it in boxy. That
It
could be
creates a
dangerous.
black hole.
Oh god, yeah.
Just it.
You've just ended
No.
the campaign prematurely.
I know.
That's what
No.
crashed my computer earlier.
The premonition that this would happen.
Well, let's hold it in front of Boxy. Actually, see if he would want it.
I will say to them, look, I don't want you to get hurt, but like you got to do what you got to do. If you want to go, like, don't let them bully you into it.
Yarva comes over and runs a finger sort of under your chin and is like, "Don't worry about it, little wave walker. Everything's fine."
Mm,
And she puts a flower in your hair.
all right. Well,
She gives you a little kiss on the cheek.
I'm gonna take out.
Dresdick looks over at Zip uncomfortably, and then looks away.
She just shakes her head. Like, don't even think about it.
I'm gonna take out some more friendship bracelets, and gonna be like, I made these for you guys. Well, yeah, and I'll just kind of hand them over.
They all think they're pretty cool and are take them and tie them on. Yeah, we're probably out of you're out of our league, and we'll probably get in trouble if we stick by you. But it's been fun. You got us out of our shell.
So, are you gonna stay in New Firestone then?
No, we're going to make our way up to Rum Rumble on the boat that you paid for. And then we're going to go a different place. We're not going to go to Britta Brushwan's island. We're going to go some other island. Somewhere more fun.
That sounds like a adventure.
Yeah. We're going on a regular adventure, not going to get attacked by Titanic chimeras.
Probably for the best. Okay.
Well, take her easy.
Yeah, maybe we'll cross paths at some point again.
I hope we do.
Yarva gives a flower to Boxy as well. Puts a lei around Boxy. And Boxy sort of blushes a little bit. And then they head off into the jungle, and you guys head off in the opposite direction. And we'll pick it up from there next session.
Hey.
Awesome.
All right. Not leaving on a cliffhanger or anything, just on a nice, calm, relaxing, slightly uncomfortable goodbye.
Very uncomfortable. Goodbye. My goodness.
Yara's only two people that she liked were Swell and Boxy.
You guys are just like, get out of here. We don't want you around. You try to get like, yell at her around like the dog to run away.
Drag us down! Dead weight!
Dead weight. Get out of here.
Damn.
We'll just get you killed. Go on. Go away.
It's like those scenes in movies where someone's throwing rocks at the dog to try and get them to go away.
Yeah.
You don't want to be here anyway!
Get out of here.
And you know that means that they're going to show up in the end of the movie when everything seems dark and that bad guy's right over them. It's like, for some reason, pausing for like 10 seconds, going, now is the moment in which and like the dog comes and saves them.
That's how it's gonna end.
It's like you're setting us up now for them to come like 10 levels later and rescue us, right?
This isn't the last we've seen of Dresdick and Proc. They're probably going to beat us to Rum Rumble. We're going to get sidetracked by some other distraction.
I was like, wait, when?
Oh, well.
That was fun. I think one of my favorite moments from the night was Zip flipping Dresdick into the water.
That was very satisfying.
And I enjoyed all of the drawings of the people in the water as well. I know you guys didn't go anywhere this session, but I feel like you figured out enough stuff. You solved more information, or you got more lore and solved more of your, got more of a direction of where you're going now.
Yeah.
More sure of yourselves.
Went somewhere in the middle plot.
Mm.
Yeah, we don't have to go anywhere to figure things out. Just sit at one place and
It's a closed room mystery.
It's like, wait a minute. I got one more question. Here's some more blood.
just figure everything out.
Where did I leave my keys? What's
Just need a
Foxy's
southern-
favorite color? He doesn't talk.
Just need a gentleman with a southern accent being like, well, I do declare, I think I've cracked this mystery.
I was thinking further back also to the Paco, the Belgian accent.
Oh, yeah.
We should have asked for Boxy's past. See how it goes.
Yes. Can you tell us where this creature came from, please? What is it? Is it dangerous?
No, you guys are focused on the mystery at hand. So
Well, we can always go back. She's right there.
Oh, I just realized I should have. Well, it probably wouldn't have come to anything anyway. Asked her to scry on the orange-haired dude.
We did, didn't we?
I don't know if we
No.
would have gotten an accurate scry because we don't actually know what he looks like.
Well, we saw
Yeah.
it. It's like,
So-
all the changes.
We do.
So there were two different things, just to get your arcana straight. So the idea is like, one was a scrying spell on the Chimera. That one worked. Then the other one was because you didn't know what you were doing. You did more of like it was like a bigger spell. It was like a commune spell with a god, like that type of thing. That's what it was echoing.
Okay.
The asking, I don't know if there still is this spell, like there's a legend lore spell where you can know something about an old item or an old building, getting these sort of visions from gods or through magic. And that's more what you were using to find out how the Chimera was built. So yeah, scrying on the orange-haired person might work now that you have a visual, and some of you have eaten the gelatin that will keep your memory of them a little more crisp. Even though you don't have one of their objects, you know what they look like.
Well, we do have that bone flute.
Right.
That was given by an orange-haired person.
That's true.
Don't know if it's the same one.
Well, let's save that thrilling adventure for next week.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, one more question.
Yeah, let's save the
Go
thrilling
off and come
adventure
back
of
in 20
scrying on
minutes.
every single person in this universe to next week.
Saves me making up new, fresh art in the meantime. I don't have to redraw because it's the same location. All right. We have been Priscilla, Boya, Matt, Caitlin, and Brian. Thank you for joining us tonight on our adventure, or whenever you're watching us on the VOD Squad, or wherever you are around the world. Good night. May all the marks you make be magical, and tell a friend. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Oh, well.
Bye.